Hey, 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 everyone. Welcome back to fUNfiltered, Marketing Talk for Authors. Today's conversation, y'all, is going to be a little different, all right? And honestly, I think our hearts kind of need this one, okay? So for those who may not know me, I am Shelly Brown, and I'm here with my sweet friend and co-host, Carol Tetzloff. So say hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol. You mean hey to them. Hey, friends. And we do have our behind the scenes amazing Heather that is helping us. So if you have questions during our live today, go ahead and pop them in the chat and she'll make sure if you have comments, she'll make sure we see them and we'll help navigate our conversation. But yeah, this episode is really special because we're putting marketing. I know you're all going to say, what? Putting marketing completely aside. And we're going to focus on what we all need more of during the holiday season. And that is gratitude, presence, and being a light. Do you know that my logo or my little mantra phrase was be the light for like ever? In fact, I had bethelight.com until I started going to writers' conferences and they told me that I needed my URL. So be the light.
Be the light. So yeah. And you are the light, by the way. So you are a light. Jesus is the light. You are a light.
I'm little L light.
What's that?
I'm little L light.
You are little L light. Yes. Well, so we are going to talk about Thanksgiving from an angle of just showing up for your people, not to promote your book, not to push content, but just to bless them. Serve them and to encourage them. And let me just add another little note here first before we go on. We know Thanksgiving is a U.S. holiday, right? So what we're going to share, while it does center around this next couple of weeks with coming up on Thanksgiving, this is not just a Thanksgiving time thing. This can be done and should be done at any time, okay? So everyone is welcome into this conversation.
Yeah, because I think this is an important conversation because sometimes the best strategy is for us to just be human.
Yeah, just be human. Seriously. This season can feel like particularly chaotic, especially online, y'all. Everyone is promoting something. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but a lot of promoting going on. There's a lot of launching something, trying to get just one more thing out the door before the holidays.
Yeah, and that pressure kind of spills over to authors. Like you show up perfectly, you have to post the right things, you have to keep up with all the different trends that are out there.
Yeah. So what if Thanksgiving this year, the next couple of weeks particularly, could be a reset button? It's just a moment to slow down, breathe a little deeper, and remind our community that there's still a whole lot of beauty and goodness in the world, even if life feels messy.
I love that. And honestly, that's the kind of genuine presence that stands out far more than any polished marketing plan or post could ever have.
Yeah, genuine presence. I love that. Okay. All right, Carol. So you ready to dive in? Because we're gonna give 10 ideas of. So anyway, okay, let's give our listeners some practical, and it just happens to be 10 practical, heartfelt ideas to show up online during Thanksgiving and over these next couple of weeks, whether you're live in the United States or not, just to serve, not to sell, just to serve. Okay. So let's start with some favorites. All right, Carol, give us number one.
All right. So this one you see quite often, but it's still a good post. I love this because it doesn't need to be deep or fancy, but list 10 things that you're thankful for in a post. So it could be the morning sunshine. It could be a warm drink. It could be your husband handing you the cup of coffee that you left in the microwave just now. And that's very sweet because
you are so spoiled, Carol Tetzloff.
Yeah.
You have a good husband.
I'm not spoiled.
Yes, she is.
There you go. I'm not spoiled, I'm deeply loved.
Oh, yes. You're
Or
both.
Kelly would say, you can't spoil what's already rotten. So, all right. So I digress. So 10 things you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Like maybe something that happened this year taught you something, or maybe a friend or your husband sees you. Maybe it's just God's quiet faithfulness that you recognized in a moment. It's honest, it's relatable, and it actually is infectious, because that kind of post will help trigger others to think of what they're grateful for. And then you can invite the people that see your post or your followers to post their 10 things.
Yeah. All right. So number 2, share a story of gratitude from your own life. It's just simple moments, something tender. It could be something funny, maybe even something imperfect. Like I could do a full year of stories of my imperfections. So just be real. All right. And let your personality come through. If you're witty and funny, be witty and funny. Okay, here's some ideas for you. Okay. A memory from childhood that just still makes you smile. How about a moment recently where God reminded you that he was near? How about a simple pleasure that fills you with gratitude, like the perfect cup of tea or coffee, or the sound of quiet mornings? I love quiet mornings. That's one of my favorite things, with a cup of coffee. Or a Thanksgiving tradition that you're grateful for. Another one is a time when everything went wrong. And I love this. Everything went wrong, but it became a story that you now love to tell.
Mm.
And one final idea is, and this one I really love, a person who believed in you before you believed in yourself. That's pretty cool, right? So they're simple, everyday moments, and that's what people remember. Those little slices of real life just seem to connect far deeper than that perfectly crafted post.
Yeah, that's so good. And I think even within those posts, you want to know who's interacting with you. And so
Mm.
to then use a post like asking your community, so number 3, asking your community what they're thankful for. So it can
Yeah,
be simple, just one question, what are you thankful for this week? Doesn't have to be, like I said before, rocket science. It's going to open the door to connect with people. And the ones that are reading the post, they love sharing. They want to answer questions like that.
for sure. All right. So number 4, and I think this might be one of my favorites. They're all my favorites. I just keep saying that, but I love number 4. So ask a light, faith-focused, but fun Thanksgiving question. All right. So here it's a fun, creative way to spark conversation. And so what you're going to do is ask your audience something that mixes gratitude and faith with a little humor. Okay. And here's some examples for you. Number 1. So this would be the question that you would post. So what's one blessing from this year that still makes you smile? And one Thanksgiving food you think should be retired. See what
Mm.
we did there? You got the faith, let's like talk about the heart a little bit. And then you just go in with some fun of like, because y'all, there are some Thanksgiving foods
Yeah,
that should no
I want
longer be
to
at the
answer that
table.
question right now.
What would you want to retire, Carol?
Pumpkin pie. Gross.
Stop it.
Disgusting. The texture, like I don't even know why people do that.
Oh, all right. So I have much to
And
say about
and
that. Go
sorry,
ahead.
this is going to be a long post for me.
No, go.
Green bean casserole. It's the worst. It's
Really?
disgusting with the creamy. Whoa.
Oh,
Give
yum.
me all the Brussels sprouts. Like let's not do green bean casserole. What about you people in the chat? Like what's
Yeah.
something you want to retire?
Post it in the chat what you and y'all don't mess with my pumpkin pie. All right. So, all right. So that's number 1. So here's another idea. Here's the question. So where have you seen God's kindness in a small way lately? And then hit them with, and what dish are you most excited to dive into? All right. So Carol, what dish are you most excited to dive into?
Stuffing.
Stuffing. Okay. I'm with you on
It's the
that.
best. I don't even care. Like I will just put my plate of stuffing. I don't need anything else. And we have the best stuffing maker in our house, at our family. gathering. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Shelly?
Well, mashed potatoes and stuffing. Those are my two. Yeah.
Give me all the carbs.
Yeah. Give me, yes, it's a carb day. All right. So here's another one. What's one answered prayer from this year, big or tiny? And what's the best pie on earth? Guess what mine is?
Pumpkin
pie.
Okay, well, I'll just be completely honest. I hate all pies. Like warm, soggy fruit is the most disgusting thing in like, I don't even understand. It's so disgusting. So yeah, I'm not a pie person.
All right. Well, we
I'm
can't all be
sorry.
perfect.
I know. So this is fun. See how much fun we're having? You need to do these questions.
All right. So here's the last idea that we'll give you. So on this one, so share one thing that God taught you this year. All right. And here's the second part of that question. Your controversial Thanksgiving food opinion, which we've already had plenty of from Carol on this.
I don't hold back. I mean, you just know it all now. Don't have me over for pie.
Right.
Retire yams. Indeed. Yams are disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, Jerry, we're with you on that. Retire the yams. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, Carol, you need a good homemade chocolate pie.
I mean, cutting pies, I can do the inside. I just don't like the crust.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The crust is the best. So yeah, team pumpkin pie. Great. All right. I found a new best friend. So, so doing this, see how fun this can be. It helps people reflect on God's goodness and laugh a little at the same time, right? And you will get some really good engagement with posts like that. All right, let's go to number 5.
Okay, number 5 is a little more serious than
Yes.
like your fun food options. But something you could do is share a scripture that grounds you right now. I did that last night in a post that I did, some random post. It ended up being this spiritual journey for me. So just pick one verse that's giving you kind of perspective or keeping you steady in the season. It doesn't have to be profound or deeply theological. It can be something simple like Psalm 100, Lamentations 3. I don't know if that's necessarily simple. Like Lamentations 3 is pretty heavy.
Yeah, well, if you just chose a verse, like I think 23, 323 maybe.
I'm all about the context. So Philippians 4, 6, and 7, or even a verse about God's peace, his kindness. And then just take that verse and then add an honest sentence about why it's speaking to you right now. Something like, this reminder helps me slow down when my mind starts running ahead. Or, and think of it in the holiday perspective. I needed this today because it pulled me back to what really matters. Or this verse is helping me stay centered in the middle of my busy week. This truth has brought me so much comfort lately. I admitted yesterday in our Book Marketing Pro Academy coaching that I have this obsession right now with succulent videos. Like it's really bad. Like I cannot not watch it. Like I have to watch it to the very end when all the dead leaves from the succulent are pulled off. I know I'm weird, but I took that, and as I was posting that picture last night to confess, I realized like that's exactly what God does to us. And so I just tied a very simple verse about how he prunes us and how that pruning allows us to live and walk freely in him. So people love seeing that. They love seeing those things that ground you, not always as a lesson, but just as a real glimpse into your walk with God. So it's a post that is gentle, it's personal, and it creates that space that others can reflect on what's grounding them too.
Yeah, it's so good. All right. So number 6, share a small joy snapshot. So this is where you let people peek into a little corner of your life. It's nothing curated necessarily or fancy, just a moment that made you smile, pause, and maybe breathe a little deeper. All right. So it could be something like a cozy mug in a quiet morning, a pretty leaf that you picked up on your walk. So if you live anywhere north of Florida where you actually have fall weather and you can find a pretty leaf on the ground, or Arizona, Carol and I she lives in Arizona, I'm in Florida, we don't have fall. But should you live in a place, because I love beautiful, like that would speak to me, seeing a picture of a beautiful, autumn colored leaf that you picked up on a walk. So maybe a table moment, just a sweet moment when you're gathered around the table with family and friends and everyone's smiling and laughing, genuinely smiling and laughing. And maybe a brief glimpse of calm just in the middle of your day. So, and when you post the picture, don't just post, you could just post the picture, but add a short line about why it meant something to you. Like, this moment slowed me down today. This tiny thing brought me unexpected joy. And this was a sweet reminder of how God showed up in the simple. And even maybe, we see a lot of pictures that people post, and it makes it look like, you have this ideal, perfect life, right? So maybe even preface it with, even though life is not perfect, this moment just brought some joy into my life today, right? So just, it's being relatable and real, authentic, and giving these glimpses to people. People love these types of glimpses. They feel warm. As I said, they're relatable, and they're not performative and curated. So
So good. Yeah, I mean, because often we post like our highlight reel, because actually that's what I want to remember, honestly. So that's why I post it. But there are moments when life isn't great. And so having a post like this, where it does have some kind of spiritual reminder to us of God's faithfulness, I think that's so important. And even number 7 can be that moment where, when things maybe aren't going as great, we can share a short prayer of gratitude for where we are. It doesn't have to be long or polished, just a few heartfelt lines speaking blessing over anyone that would read it. So something like, Lord, thank you for every person who lands on this post. Give them peace in the middle of whatever this week holds. Remind them that you're near, and you surround them with your steady love. So that's kind of a longer one, but you could even do a simple one like, Lord, thank you for the simple joys and quiet moments and the people who cross our path. Let gratitude anchor us today. Those words are gentle. It uplifts the person who's reading it. It meets people right where they are, whether their Thanksgiving is full, whether it's complicated, whether it's joyful, or even bittersweet.
Yeah, I love it. All right, number 8. So I love top 10 lists. So
I miss
creating,
David Letterman. I mean, come on, the top 10, David Letterman. I miss it.
Right. Yeah. And that's
show.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking with this is, do a Thanksgiving top 10 list, do a fun edition. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I like to have fun. So do a fun edition, and do it like a David Letterman, start with top 10 and go down, right, to the number 1 slot. So here's some fun ideas. You can do something like the top 10 best Thanksgiving desserts. Of course, number 1 would be pumpkin pie. Desserts, not food. Top 10 funniest family traditions. Top 10 things you should never say at the dinner table. You get really fun ideas with this. Top 10 foods you pretend to like. That'd be a fun one to do. Yeah.
Those would be fun.
Like yams. I don't know that I could even pretend to like yams. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I mean, stuffing can be dessert, just so you know. Like, I might eat it after. I mean, because I'd rather eat that than pumpkin pie. So,
well, okay, there you go. I guess it could be. So these lists are easy. They're lighthearted, and they're ways to get people talking and laughing together. It's no pressure, just a little shared holiday fun.
Yeah. All right. So number 9, and these are for specifically my people that are in the chat who were on coaching yesterday, because we were talking about the importance of email and having that email newsletter. So Tracy, Lori, this is for you. But a Thanksgiving check-in email, it's so simple, but it carries a lot of heart. Just sending a short note, not a newsletter, not an update, just a gentle reminder or a check-in, something like, I know the holidays can be beautiful and overwhelming at the same time. If that's you, I'm praying peace over you this week. You can add a line of encouragement, maybe a reminder that they're not alone, that you're or a hope that you're holding for them. It doesn't have to be super polished, just honest, kind, like a friend popping in to tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, I'm thinking of you.
Yeah, that's precious. Highly recommend doing that if you have your email list. All right. And you know what? You don't even need to do it just with an email list. Send a text. If you don't have it, yeah, get that thoughtful little text in there and it will make someone's day. I got, I think 2 of them this week, just random texts from friends I hadn't heard from in a little while. And it just, it just made my heart smile so big. So make someone's day, encourage them with something like that, with a sentiment like that. All right, here's number 10, y'all. How about a gratitude challenge for your readers? All right, this one is simple and super sweet. You share just one gratitude prompt each day for 5 days, and your readers can respond however they want. Encourage them to comment on your post and reply to your email, of course, or they can just reflect on it privately, but would love to see the engagement, right, and to hear their responses. But the prompts could be something like this, very simple. Who are you thankful for today? All right. What's one simple thing you're grateful for right now? What stretched you this year that you can now give thanks for? That one you have to think a little bit, probably. What's something unexpected that became a blessing? And lastly, an idea is, where have you sensed God's presence lately? Right. And at the end of each prompt, just simply say something like, hey, share in the comments if you want. I'd love to hear. Or take a moment today to just reflect on this one thing. So there's no pressure. It's just an invitation to pause and notice goodness together.
That's good. But let's acknowledge something that we don't always like to talk about, because Thanksgiving isn't always easy for everyone. Yeah. Some people during this season are grieving. Some people are lonely. Some are facing financial pressure or strained family situations.
Yeah, for sure. And, this is exactly where we can be a gentle voice, a tender, gentle voice, a reminder that gratitude can be small and still very holy.
You can acknowledge the tension. So if you say, if this season is bittersweet for you, you are not alone. And that message is going to minister to their souls.
Yeah, for sure. Gratitude isn't pretending that everything's great. Sometimes it's just noticing one small mercy or grace in a really hard moment. Yeah. All right, Carol, let's, as our friend Tammy Whitehurst often says, let's land this plane with a few creative ideas, just for some bonus ideas. All right. So, and some kind of unexpected things that you can try. It's nothing complicated, just playful ways to sprinkle in some joy. Okay.
Yes.
Into your.
All right. So here's a few. So you might need to help me with this, Shelly. So you could do a poll. So polls are super fun. You can set it up just using a poll feature on the social media, or even like in your stories, they have those types of things that you could use and do something, as we've already kind of talked about, like the worst Thanksgiving food ever. And you can find out who else dislikes pumpkin pie. You have to put pumpkin pie on there, because that is definitely something. Maybe it's corn pudding. That sounds disgusting. Or the cranberry blob. Do not like cranberries either. Like, seriously, I just need stuffing and a piece of turkey and I'm good to go. How about one like 3 things I'm choosing to let go before the holidays? That could be serious.
Yeah, it could be.
That's pretty serious, that question. Maybe do my Thanksgiving playlist, and you could list some songs and let them pick the songs that they want or that they would listen to. Perhaps you want to do photos that feel like Thanksgiving to you. So they can be photos of leaves, of your cup of coffee in a fall mug, your Bible, a candle that's burning, maybe somebody's smiling face.
Yeah. And y'all, share a photo of your pie, particularly if it's a pumpkin pie. Share a photo of it, even if it's caved in on one side or the edges are burned. Like, honestly, do it, especially if it caved in or if you burned part of the crust. People love a good imperfect moment. All right. So have fun with it.
Yeah. I love the pictures where people have like, this is what it was supposed to look like. This is what mine looks like. Those are the best. So I hope as we wrap this up that everyone feels a little freer after this episode. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to hustle. You don't have to promote anything.
For sure. All right. So
where we are.
Well, I did, but you have the older version
I have the
of
old script.
You have the older version.
Now you know. Okay, well then
Yes.
and I'll just ad lib.
So
I mean, not that I don't usually ad lib anyways.
So we are going to wrap it up with, and Carol, you can feel free to input as we go through this. So how do you pull all of these things together? All right. So one of the big questions could be, do I really need to do all of these things? And the answer is absolutely not. You do not. Instead, think of these next couple of weeks like a gentle rhythm. All right. It's something easy to live out, not something to manage, because that's the whole idea is we want to press pause. We want to just show up and be an encouragement. All right. So I'm going to suggest, and Heather, do you have the latest edition with these? If you could put these up on the screen as we go through them. So here's a rhythm that feels peaceful and doable. Okay. One moment of gratitude you share publicly. It's just being simple and honest. All right. One person you encourage privately. It's a text, a prayer, a quick thinking of you. Okay. One pause for yourself, a walk, a worship song, a quiet breath. Don't forget about, not that it's all about us, but we do need to be filled up as well, right? And we need to take those moments for ourselves. So don't forget about that during this season. Is how can we pour out if we are exhausted and depleted ourselves? Okay. And then one lighthearted post. So a poll, a pie fail, a cozy picture. So when you break it down like that, it stops being about the content and it starts being about genuine connection. It's a rhythm of grace. It's not pressure.
Yeah. I think actually yesterday on our coaching, we talked about like how we kind of put a plan together without pressure and just utilizing a simple format. And so for those of you in BMA, that's in the BMA group right now so that you can kind of click on that and all the instructions are there, but it just makes it so simple. So you don't even have to really work and strive. You can just have it planned out and be able to remember what you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So whether you're heading in, whether you're in the US, heading into Thanksgiving, or you're one of our friends who are outside, listening outside of the US, listening from somewhere else. And, these are just ways to show up with steadiness and gratitude and kindness in any season. So a little presence goes a long way, especially when life feels busy and noisy for the people who are following you. So we are going to officially land this plane and wrap up. Just want to leave you with these final thoughts. All right. As we head into these next couple of weeks, y'all don't overthink this. Just pick a few simple ways to show up with gratitude, a little joy, and a whole lot of grace for yourself and for others. Okay. This isn't just for celebrating Thanksgiving. Remember that. These ideas work no matter where you live or what your season looks like. Gratitude and kindness translate everywhere. So keep it light, keep it real. Let your presence, not perfection, be the gift. I'm going to say that again. Let your presence, not perfection, be the gift. All right. So, Carol, do you have anything to wrap this up or add as
Uh,
we bid?
No, I think it's really good. And thank you for everyone who was here today and just all of your comments. And I'm going to be headed to Virginia for that chocolate pie and see how Tracy can change my mind. I dare you. It's okay. I love chocolate. So we'll see. But thank you for being here. And we are thankful for you and for your engagement. And Shelly and I, as well as our team members, will see you in Book Marketing Pro Academy. So have a wonderful holiday season. Start decorating now. I'm going to next week and enjoy it.
Yes. God bless y'all. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome, everyone.
Yes.